Me, 25. IT help desk grunt at generic mid-size company. Professional, did you try turning it off and on again? Specialist. Days are just ticket queues, stale coffee, and avoiding eye contact with management. Then she shows up. Rachel, new project manager. Green eyes, wavy hair, always perfectly tied back. Blouse tucked in like she's in an HR training video, but somehow still gorgeous. Clipboard energy, but in a way that makes your heart trip over itself. First interaction. She asks me why the VPN keeps kicking her out. I mumble through an explanation about firewalls and DNS like a nervous raccoon. She laughs, says, "You're the only one here who makes sense when you explain tech stuff." Brain.exe stops responding. Next couple weeks, we fall into pattern. Coffee breaks at the same time. Eating lunch in the sad cafeteria together. She sends me TikToks about programmers crying over semicolons. I send her memes about project managers scheduling 4 meetings to plan 1 meeting. Somehow it feels easy, like we've known each other forever. Coworkers start making jokes. Look, it's Jim and Pam 2.0. Laugh track plays, except my laugh is covering up the sound of my heart imploding. Start noticing things. She only stays late if I'm still at my desk. When we walk out together, she matches her pace to mine. Sometimes she leans in close to look at my screen. Smells like vanilla coffee and printer paper. Nothing crazy, but each detail hits like a nuke in my lonely heart. I keep telling myself it's just work friend vibes. But every time she smiles at me from across the office, it feels like the opening credits of a rom-com. A few months pass, work friend routine feels permanent. Then one Monday, she comes in with red eyes. Mascara smudged, smile forced, laugh not reaching her eyes. Rumor mill says she broke up with her boyfriend over the weekend. Office vultures whispering, pretending to be supportive. She just sits at her desk, scrolling her phone, looking like her world crashed. That afternoon, she asks me if I want to grab lunch outside the office. Brain.exe error. We've never left the building together before. We end up at this tiny sandwich shop. She picks at her food, then sighs and says, "I don't know why I keep choosing the wrong guys." I want to scream, "Choose me then." But instead, I nod and say something about, "Maybe they just weren't right for you." She smiles, tired but real, and says, "You're a good friend." Friendzone national anthem intensifies. After that, new pattern unlocked. Late night Teams messages that start with work question, but end with 2 hours of chatting about random stuff. "Hey, what are you doing?" Texts at 10 p.m. "Can I vent for a sec?" Calls that last until midnight. I'm basically her emotional support IT department. She starts dropping casual bombs. "I don't know what I'd do without you. Guys should be more like you. Why can't I just find someone stable and kind?" Meanwhile, me, screaming internally in 1080p. Coworkers notice we're basically glued together. Karen from accounting. "So when's the wedding?" Rachel laughs it off. I fake laugh too, but my soul ascends into limbo. One night she texts, "I can't sleep. Can we talk?" We're on the phone until 3 a.m. At one point she says quietly, "You're the only one who makes me feel safe." My heart does a triple backflip and breaks its neck on the landing. After the breakup, she starts hanging around my cubicle more, sometimes just standing there sipping her coffee, talking about random stuff. Half the time, I forget I'm supposed to be working. Boss walks by once, jokes, "Looks like you two need a conference room." Rachel laughs, I die inside. She starts inviting me out after work. "Let's grab a drink, just us. Come to Target with me, I don't want to go alone. Help me pick out a new couch, you have good taste." Spoiler, I don't, but she still asks. My apartment becomes neutral ground. She shows up with takeout, kicks off her heels, complains about clients. I hand her a windbreaker because she says she's cold. Hoodie never comes back. Finders keepers, she smirks, wearing it like it belongs to her now. My closet slowly turning into Rachel's annex. One night she falls asleep on my couch during a movie, head resting on my shoulder, breathing soft and even. I don't move for 2 hours because I don't want to wake her. Brain screaming, "This is it. This is the moment." Reality. Nothing happens. I just sit there, heart racing like an idiot. Texts get bolder too. "You looked cute today. I like when you explain tech stuff. You get all animated. I don't know why people don't see how amazing you are." Me.exe, trying to play it cool, failing. Friends start asking questions. "So, Are you two a thing? Me. Nah, we're just friends. Them. Bro, wake up. Denial is a river in my brain. One Friday night, she brings a bottle of wine to my place. Says, to celebrate surviving another week of corporate hell. Sitting on my couch, 2 glasses of wine deep. Rachel leans closer, eyes bright, half smile like she knows exactly what she's doing. Do you ever think about us, like, not just friends? My brain, blue screen of death. My mouth, sometimes. Her, me too. Silence.exe. She sets her glass down, looks at me in that way. You know the way. Pupils a little wider, lips parted, waiting for a cue. My entire body is screaming, this is not a drill. I lean in before I lose my nerve. Our lips meet, soft at first. Then she grabs the back of my neck and pulls me in harder. Fireworks.exe, heart racing, adrenaline flooding system. She laughs mid-kiss, says, finally, like she's been waiting for this moment forever. My hands are shaking, but I don't care. Feels like every stupid rom-com I ever clowned on was right all along. We pull back, both breathing heavy. She looks at me, cheeks flushed, hair messy from leaning on me. Whispers, you have no idea how long I've wanted that. Me, speechless, just staring like an idiot. She giggles, climbs onto my lap, kisses me again, deeper this time. Couch is suddenly not big enough for all this energy. At some point, she just rests her forehead on mine. Anon, promise you won't disappear on me? Brain.exe confused. Me, why would I? She doesn't answer, just kisses me again, harder, almost desperate. Next few weeks equals best of my life.exe. Rachel basically lives at my apartment now. Toothbrush in my bathroom, hoodie in my closet, wine bottles in my recycling bin. Wakes me up with coffee on Saturdays, hair messy, but smile brighter than the sun. We cook together. Translation, she cooks, I chop onions badly. Binge shows until 2 a.m., she always steals the blanket, then steals me under the blanket. Sex life, nuclear fusion level. Can't keep up, but wouldn't trade it for anything. She'll kiss me in the elevator, in the office parking lot, even once in the supply closet. Thrill.exe every time. Friends notice the change. Bro, you're glowing. Did you get a raise or something? Me? Yeah, something like that. Coworkers joke, Rachel's got you on a leash now. Rachel just smiles sweetly and squeezes my hand under the table. But little things start stacking. She wants to know my schedule down to the minute. Text me when you leave the office, text me when you get home. If I don't respond fast enough, she spams. Are you okay? Why aren't you answering me? At first it's cute like she cares, but sometimes I get 15 messages in a row if I don't answer within 10 minutes. One night, I wake up at 2 a.m., Rachel sitting on the edge of the bed, scrolling through my phone, says she was just checking something. When I ask what, she smiles and kisses me instead of answering, brain trying to log red flags, heart busy enjoying the distraction. Honeymoon.exe slowly patching into something else. Rachel sweet as ever in public, but private.exe is glitching. She starts picking fights over nothing. Why did it take you 12 minutes to get home when it usually takes 10? Who's Emma? Why does she like your photo from 2019? I tell her Emma is literally my cousin. She rolls eyes, still looks sus. Phone starts feeling less like mine. Catch her deleting female contacts just to make things simpler for you. Smiles while doing it, like she's Marie Kondoing my social life. You don't need them, you have me now. Coworkers notice she hovers around me constantly. One tries joking, Anon's not allowed to talk to other girls anymore. Rachel doesn't laugh. Later she whispers in my ear, I don't like jokes like that. People need to know you're mine. One Saturday, I go to grab groceries alone. Come back to find she's reorganized my entire apartment. Every drawer, closet, even my sock rotation. Just making it feel more like home, she says, wearing my shirt. She's barefoot in the kitchen like some domestic fever dream. Would be cute if I wasn't terrified she cataloged my underwear. Worst part, sex is still insane. Every fight ends in her dragging me to bed, like it's a hostage negotiation with benefits. Brain knows this is bad. Body signs peace treaty every damn time. Thought the jealousy was peak crazy.exe. Turns out that was tutorial level. One night she leaves her phone on my couch while showering. Notification pops up. Google Photos backup complete. Curiosity demon takes control. Open her gallery. 90% equals me. Some selfies of us together, fine. But then, photos of me sleeping. Photos of me working at my desk from weird angles. Even one of me taking the trash out at 11 p.m. How the hell did she even? Heart rate skyrockets, close phone, pretend I never saw. Later, she comes out in a towel, kisses my cheek. You looked cute today in your gray hoodie. I wasn't wearing it around her. She must have been outside my building taking pictures. Smile.exe, trying not to implode. A few days later, I find a folder in her purse while grabbing gum, labeled Anon. Inside, printouts of those same pictures, some taped with hearts. One has mine, written in red Sharpie across it. Holy shrine of me.exe. That night, I confront her gently. Hey, you take a lot of pictures of me, huh? She doesn't even flinch, just smiles and says, Of course, I don't ever want to forget you. Kisses me before I can process. Brain flashing red alerts like Windows XP shutdown screen. But lips busy with emergency makeout protocol. Lying awake later, staring at ceiling. Realization hits like freight train. When we were just friends, she was stable. Now that we crossed the line, she's unhinged. Friend zone wasn't punishment, it was containment. And now, the containment breach has happened. Weeks go by, obsession.exe fully installed. Rachel practically lives here now, not by asking, but by default. Half her stuff in my apartment. Mail even started arriving with her name on it. Like she's speed-running cohabitation any percent. She knows my schedule better than I do. Texts me if I leave 5 minutes later than usual. Traffic okay? Or did you forget to tell me something? Can't grab coffee with a coworker without 20 questions. Tried once to say, hey, I just need some space. She froze, eyes went cold, smile dropped, whispered, don't say that again. Sex 2 minutes later, like she hit a kill switch on the argument. One night, I come home late from overtime. Apartment is dark except for candles. Dinner on the table, my favorite meal. I never told her it was my favorite. She hugs me tight, says, I was so worried something happened. Checks my phone history while I'm in the shower. Later, I catch her scrolling. She just smiles. If you've got nothing to hide, then why does it matter? The shrine upgraded. She's got a digital frame on her nightstand now, scrolling through hundreds of pictures of me like I'm a family slideshow. One night, I see one I don't recognize. Me, asleep, in my childhood bedroom at my mom's house. I never told her I visited there. She must have followed me. Reality.exe. This isn't romance anymore. This is possession.